Yo, what's good everyone? So this is a series where we go over a character, we look at what's duckable, what's punishable and what we can sidestep. Today we have Leo, so let's get into it. So this is one of the Leo's new moves. It's a mid-high, it's a heat engager. The second it's duckable, so you need to get used to that first hit animation and make sure you duck this. Next is this 14 frame string natural. It's minus 11, so you only get a while standing 4 there. Next is Leo's 11 frame while standing punish. It's a very good while standing punish. Heat engager now, and it's minus 12, so forward 2-2 punish that. So from the K and K stance, this is natural if the high hits. You can't do all about that. But you can duck the first hit and launch. Or if I can. Or you can sidestep left. And you can make the whole thing with. Power cushion minus 12, heat engager from bot. Make sure you get your punish on that. Don't miss out on this one. It looks like it's a bit weird to punish sometimes because I don't know, it's just new or something maybe for me. Leo's heat smash. Leaves a +8, so much you can do about that. She has one from stance. Is a low. It's unlow parryable. Like if you low parry, you get hit, so you have to block it. And it's minus 13. Yeah. And it tracks both ways, so you just have to block that if they're in heat. Nice your edge out. So Leo, every time Leo does 1-2, there's 3 options that Leo can do after 1-2. 2 of them being a high and 1 of them being a low. So every time Leo does 1-2, you need to duck because there's no mid. So this is the first one. The full string on this one is punishable. Minus 13. Honestly, you want to duck this hit. You don't want to launch because you can be too slow and get hit like that. So I'd stick with while standing 1-1 on this after 1-2. This is the other one. So unless it's a high on this, so you have 2 chances to duck on this. But it's obviously a mix-up if you duck at the end or not, because they can do the mid. So again, you just duck the third hit. And finally, Leo has a low after 1-2. Minus 13, so you can while standing 1-1 or low parry. That's how you deal with that one. So again, after the 1-2 jab, you want to duck. So 1-4 from Leo is a 10 frame punish, but Leo stays in stance after this. If Leo presses, you can do down forward 2 and you'll counter hit launch the fastest hit that Leo has, which is the 2. If you do a hop kick and they do the 2 from stance, you'll trade. So down forward 2 will win, but obviously if they don't press, you're just gonna hit like you're just gonna hit if I turn counter it off. You're just gonna hit down forward 2. So you can choose like that. I'd probably stick to a mid, just in case any shit like the low crushes are out. But I'd probably fish for a counter maybe. I think this is good because you're still +5. It's a punish and you're still +5, so I'd fish for that. This jails, so not much you can do about this. 2-2s and 11 frame punish that Leo has. On hit +6, on block minus 12, so forward 2-2 that. Mainly used for wall carrying combos. The second it's a high. So if you see the kick, the second it's a high. Again, we're going to stance this time. So you gotta be quicker that. But the second it's a high after that kick. Always, there's no difference. Standard power crush, minus 12 though, not minus 13 like most. So forward 2-2 punish this. This is Leo's 14 frame punish. It's got decent range, I guess. Minus 12, so forward 2-2 punish that. It's got forward 2-4. This is this jails. You can only duck it if the first hit whiffs. That's when you can duck it. But it jails otherwise. Minus 1, so be very careful what you do after that. They'll probably find a way to get around whatever you're going to do. Forward 3s are high. Plus 4. Yeah, knocks down counter for a guaranteed follow-up. Forward 4 puts Leo in stance. This is a long range punish that Leo has. Mainly to punish long range stuff. But it is minus 14. So you can free to do that. I think this is a counter hit launcher. Yeah, counter hit launcher. Not on no hit now. But you can duck this. This is an evasive move that Leo has to like avoid attacks. Obviously with the built-in sidestep move. It is a high, so if you get a read on it, you can duck it. Leo has a down forward 1-2. This is a screw move, but the second it's a high. So if you see down forward 1, there's only a high follow-up, so you can duck after it. There's no mid follow-up. Leo's 15 frame launcher is minus 13, so you can forward 2-2 punish that. Down forward 3 is Leo's homing, safe homing. It's completely safe. You can check it with like a back one, I can't do all about that. But yeah, that should stop people stepping. This move is very, very good. Basically unseeable, 21 frames. Plus 5 on hit, and on counter hit it's a launcher. On block, only minus 12, so very safe. We can while standing 1, punish it though. Down 1, counter hit, knockdown. On hit, just leave them plus 5. Against Leo, I'd be moving right as much as possible. I think Leo's very weak to sidestep right. Down 2 is pressure tool that Leo has. It's a counter hit launcher. It's plus 4 on block, and on hit it's plus 9. It's weak. I think it's weak to both sides. Yeah, it's weak to both sides. But it's plus. It's a good pressure tool. You got down 4, 2 or whatever it is. Down 4. 1 plus 2 or 2. Down 4, 2. And it can go into like this like key charge state, whatever it is, where she gets access to extensions after certain moves. You need to be careful punishing this low. If you try to punish it at all, you'll get hit by the high. So you need to stay ducking. Otherwise, this happens every time. If you stay ducking, that'll launch. You can duck after the low. It doesn't jail her up. So you can duck after that low. It's just a stancing entrance. We covered this. It's a high. The heat engager. This is a evasive. Yeah, to like avoid you after you've pressed something. It is rather slow. You can duck and launch it, but it is a launcher itself. So be careful with that, but you can duck and launch it. It's got a hell sweep. Knocks down on hit. 20 frames, unseeable. Very launch punishable if you block it. This is hit confirmable, you can delay it a lot. But they mainly use this at the wall. If they do, it's minus 12, so 4-2-2 punish this. Back 1-4 puts them in stance. You can step this left and launch very consistently. With Claudio though, if you're holding back, you can actually hop kick through it. If you're not holding back, you'll get counter hit. If you're neutral guarding, you'll get counter hit. But if you're holding back and then try hop kick after the back one, you can make it whiff. But if you're not, that's what happens. Same with this move. This one can be delayed though. They can delay this, but if they don't delay it, you can hop kick through it. Otherwise, there's nothing you can do. On block, it's minus 12, so it is punishable. But they can go into box stance, where it'll avoid any highs. So if you block this, I'd just check with back 3. There's nothing they can do about this. Just check with back 3. There's nothing they can do. This is a high. I think it's just a check move, really, just to -4, just to probably like just to check, see what. Just add a bit of neutral in there, really, but you can duck the second hit. I think we covered this, right? Yeah, this is the 14 frame heat engager. So this is punishable. They can go into stance though, so be very careful. If you try to punish that, they can shift into stance and make you punish for it. So with this option, they can cancel it into a stance, which I think it comes upon move list anyway. But if they use this, they'll mainly use it at the wall because it wall splats. It's 12 frame punishable. So they have this. If you have a read that they're going to do this, you can just hop kick. You can launch it, I believe. I don't against me done. But it'd be a hard read. You can counter it launch as well. I'd probably go for counter it launch, does more damage. This mainly uses an ender. Like a wall ender or something. But it's -13 if you block it. Just like a back sway into stance. This is a low. Counter hit gives +14. Gets a guaranteed 14 frame move. And on block it's -12. A lot of Leo's lows are -12. But that's fine for us. It's a parry. Mainly used on like if we do like down 1-2 or something, they'll use that. Neutral. On hit +7. On counter hit a launcher. Linear. But if you block that, be careful with it being neutral. Jabs will beat while standing 4. Unblockable. It's just a safe mid. Weak to step in. Know what you can do about it. Just mid check it or something. Or go for a low if you've got a read. Uninterruptible. And can't sidestep. Just a safe option. Know what you can really do about that. If they do this, it's -14. What is it? 13 frame. So it's a 13 frame punish. And gives her the access to the key charge state thing where she gets extra moves. So this is a safe launcher for Leo. The pickup's a bit difficult, but it's possible. You can step this right. You can step the second hit right. And launch for it. This is like a safe mid wall splat that they have. Linear, but safe mid wall spot. So if you block it, just mid check it probably. Yeah, she has a hop kick as well as the down forward too. -13. You can punish that. Delayed hop kick. Still the same -13. She had a long range safe mid, and on hit puts her in the key charge state if they hold 1+2. It's not an actual key charge state, like you can't counter hit them out of it or all. It's just I don't know really what to call it. Does it say what it's called? Gain lightning glare. So the gain lightning glare. It's called the lightning glare state. There you go. So -7. So I think you can while standing 4 everything here. It's safe, but I think you can check with while standing 4. So safe mid. So there's 3 hits to this. So if they do the first hit, it's -13. So if they just do every hit of this sequence can be a launcher. So the first hit's a mid, can launch, is -13. The first two hits, so the double kick there. If they do that, that's -14. So you can punish that with 14. And if they finish with a low, you want a low parry. So you've got 3 options to choose from. The safest bet is just to wait it out and let him get away with it, and wait for the low. Because if you try to punish that, you'll get counter hit launched. So the safest option is just to wait and low parry. Well, unless you have a read on them not finishing it and you want to punish them. The first hit's minus 13, second hit's minus 14, and the last hit you want a low parry, but I believe it's like minus 13 or something. 12. There you go, like most of Leo's lows. They've got a running free, a running move, linear to both sides, but plus 6, so Leo's go. The 10 hit for Leo, you want to duck the third hit every time. It doesn't matter, you can block the whole thing and launch. There's only one low, which is there. And then you can launch, but if you don't want him to get that far, third hits are high. Same with that one. So this is what they get when they're in that key charge state. They get this, which leaves them +1. I know what you can do. It completely jails. You can mash after the second hit and no will come out. And then they have the extension there. But obviously if you block the hell through, it's the same. It's just extensions to what they have. This one's minus 13. I think you can attempt to punish. Yeah, you can attempt to punish the second hit. And you'll still block, and then you can punish that one. So this string's not a natural string unless that counter hits, then the last hit's natural. But if you block the full string, it's minus 14. But you want to low parry the second hit if possible, if you can remember to do that. So there's a while standing launcher, 15 frames while standing 2, minus 13, so forward 2-2 that. So the second hit of this string is minus 10. So if you do the first 2 hits, you can punish with jabs, technically, but they can do the first 2 hits into box stands, which would go under jabs, so you need to be careful punishing that. But if they do the third hit, the last hits are high. So it's minus 10, or they'll do the first 2 hits into a box stance to crush highs, or the last hits are high, which you want to duck and launch. Oh, we've covered while standing 4. Shoulder from crouch, 13 frame on hit. Knocks down +3, gives the key charge or lightning glare, whatever it will called. But if you block it, it's launch punishable. Full crouch sweep gives a guaranteed follow up if they hit you with it, and if you block it, very launch punishable. Side step 1+2 is a safe mid wall splat. It'll mainly use at the wall, but it can be used in the open. But it'll wall splat you. You just want to back one check this or something. She has a back turn shoulder, which is minus 20. So you want to launch that. It's very rare Leo ends up in back turn in this game, to be honest. Quad cycle forward 1. On counter hit, this gives a guaranteed while standing 4 1+2 into heat engager. On hit, it's -1, so technically it's your go. Be careful though. I mean, you've got to be careful, because if you do a mid check, they'll just do while standing 4. With it only being -1. If you do jabs, they can do full crouch sweep, so it's one of those. You've got to guess what you're going to do after. Arm block, it's -13, so while standing 1 is your punish there. This string is safe. Know what you can do about this. It's just an annoying string. If you press the second hit, they'll give a. I don't know if it's a combo or just a follow up. I can't remember. Not a Leo player. There's this option. You can duck and launch this. Delay your launch a little bit, because if you just try to do it straight away, you'll go into the move like that. So you got to delay your launch a little bit. This is a safe home in mid. Know what you can do about this. You can't really float it or like that. Yeah, it's just a safe home in mid. So when Leo goes into this stance, you can set this one to the left, or duck the high, but it's safe otherwise. This is to stop you stepping as well, but this is a high. It's a counter hit launcher, so be careful with that. Yeah, she has double hop kick, which is weak to side step left as well. But if you block it, -12. She has a low, which when in heat can become the heat smash, the same sort of low. You can low parry this one, but you can't low parry the heat one. It's +4 in hit. It's minus 12. It tracks both sides. So, be careful with that. Safe mid. This one's interruptible. This one you step right, I think. Yeah, step right. If you got a read. But normally I'd go left against this stance because it beats more options. So side step left block seems to be a decent answer against this stance. Low sweep, completely interruptible. Tracks rather well, both sides. But launch punishable if you block it. So from box stance, this is a launcher, natural hit launcher. And on block it's minus 14. So you can 3-2 punish this. Or 4-2-2. Whichever you want to do. So safe mid launcher. Weak to side step right. Well, kind of both ways, but I go right against Leo. But safe launcher. Be careful what you press after this. It's a bit of pushback. So if you jab or something, it can whiff and they can hop kick you for it. So be careful for that. High homing. Knockdown. Yeah, counter knockdown. But it is a high. So if you duck it, you can launch it. This can go into stance. And it tracks left for some reason. And you can't hop. It's not like back one or you can't hop. You just have to hold that and then you go into the second stance. Mix up what they're doing for that. The power crush recovered. Minus 12. And that's it for Leo, I think. Yeah, only a 1+2 throw as well as the normal throws. And she's got parries. But that's it for Leo. Overall, solid character. Pretty good. I wouldn't say top tier or like that, but you know, she's like higher mid tier. Very good. In general, you want to move right against Leo. Apart from that K and K stance, the one with the knee, the forward 4. A lot of the options are beaten from side step left, but neutral wise, side step right. But yeah, that's it for Leo. Thanks for watching and take care.